What's up, you guys? This is Civil Disobedience, bringing you the latest in celebrity mega church news. Give this video a thumbs up. Make sure you subscribe to my channel, Petty as Hell, a bell, and leave your thoughts and opinions below. So, Pastor Ron Carpenter filed suit against Pastor John Gray of Relentless Church, and I don't know if you remember who John Gray is. He's this pastor. He's the pastor who bought his wife this fancy vehicle, I think in the end of, I think it was Drake's video, which we'll get into that in a minute. But basically, Pastor Ron Carpenter is the pastor of Redemption Church, and there was supposed to be a basic plug and play, meaning that John Gray was going to take over Redemption Church, and Redemption Church was going to be rebranded. So, in other words, Pastor Ron Carpenter and his people were going to move to San Jose, California. Pastor John Gray and his family, church family that is, were supposed to take the place that was once Redemption in Greenville and rename it, but they were going to stay under one entity, under one incorporating document. Okay, so in other words, it would be like an umbrella for two churches, or maybe even more, because when I googled the situation, there were several Redemption churches that may be associated with Pastor Ron Carpenter and his church family. So they filed suit January 2nd, and the allegations against Relentless are that they aren't fulfilling the financial obligations. So Pastor Ron Carpenter is basically trying to say that Pastor John Gray was supposed to stay under the umbrella of Redemption. However, he created an entirely different incorporated church and called it Relentless. They haven't been meeting financial obligations. Of course, Pastor John Gray and his wife denied these allegations. They're saying they came in with a $4 million debt against a fitness center that is also related to the church. So apparently this church has a fitness center that's connected to it, which I think is cool. And they have to meet the payments for that. So they're saying that they came in with there being $4 million worth of debt on the center. And I don't see how that has anything to do with the month-to-month payments, which they say they have been making. Here's the dilemma that I want to definitely talk about. When we talk about T.D. Jakes and we talk about Joel Osteen, who, by the way, is the head pastor that Pastor John Gray comes from under. He was the associate pastor of Lakewood Church, okay, in Houston, Texas, which Pastor John Gray says he didn't really want to leave Houston. He did this because Pastor Ron Carpenter said God called him to. I want to talk about how hard it is for the mega church to stay open, and this proves it. I think they may have been making late payments, but they feel they have made payments. And I feel like Pastor John Gray may have sabotaged himself with that little, baby, you set me on fire, so I want to give you some fire wheels, or whatever it was he told his wife in that Drake video, and gave her that expensive vehicle. Because you are just becoming a part of a new congregation, and everyone knows that the congregation is the bread and butter of the church. So if you lose people, you lose funding. And I think he may have stepped on his own toes with that. Okay, so I want to know what you guys think about this situation. Do you think that Pastor John Gray is being falsely accused by Pastor Ron Carpenter? And this information was compiled from greenvillenews.com. And this article was written by John Gross and Nathaniel Carey. Leave your thoughts and opinions below. This is Civil Disobedience. Peace.